What's up?
Hey guys.
You think you're so stealthy? She's so stealthy. Well, okay. We're not in the mountains anymore, as you can probably see behind us.
This is day 4, right?
No, not at all.
What?
It's like day 6. Or say day 6. I think it's day 6. Whatever. So last night we didn't do an update, which is fine. We're just gonna run through it because we didn't do a whole lot.
We did, but we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't do a lot of stuff on the trails.
What did we do? We got up kind of late. We kind of slept in, went and got coffee, some cool coffee, made breakfast, and then we went to a cave-in basin. What
do we do there?
Canada's first park. They had the endangered snails.
Oh yeah, it was like a sulfur mine, or no, it was like just like a geological sulfur pit.
Cave with water.
Went into a cave. There was a museum there. The museum had like all kinds of like history on global warming and climate change and all this.
And Chad, when we were there, Chad was like, remember when we were younger, it was all about the ozone. We were hurting the ozone.
Yeah.
Like, people don't say that anymore.
It's just rebranded. Like when I was a kid, it was all about littering and the ozone layer. Because if the ozone layer is gone, then everything's going to heat up and the greenhouse gases. Now it's rebranded for a new generation for global warming. I made that correlation.
And then they had they had history about the forest burning and stuff like that. But they'd be like, the forest is burning, oh my god. And then the next slide would say, it's healthy for a forest to burn every 100
yeah,
years.
That was a little
like,
weird.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like it was kind of inconsistent, but whatever, who cares?
So anyways, at that cave-in basin, there used to be a swimming pool in the 1900s, like early 1900s, like 1905 to probably, they closed it in 1992. They wanted to open it back up, but they said it would be too expensive because like all the pumps and all that crap below are all crazy.
Yeah. So
they just paved it. It's paved really nice, and it's got the outline of where the old pool was, the sulfur pool or whatever.
Yeah, in our next vlog, you'll see we filmed all that. So
also,
stay tuned.
We were there and they did a guided tour. Like we were just walking around and we heard these people being goofy, so we just like walked with them.
Yeah, we kind of
the tour.
Like they had a tour going on and we kind of just like joined it.
Because they were like,
I don't know if people paid for it or not, but we just kind of was like, we're in this now.
They were giving out props and like acting, and
it was good.
The story of how it's actually Canada's first park. So
yeah,
they told that whole story about the 1800s when it was Frank. Cool. Frank something was the founder. He owned the railroad.
I didn't listen to all that. You heard a bunch of other stuff I didn't hear.
Yeah, he ran the railroad something, and then.
All right. Well, anyways, we're talking about that way too long. I thought we were gonna just like go really quick on that day. Then we went to a museum with a bunch of animals. There was a curator there. Well, the curator that was originally there, he I don't know. He did like 15,000 different species. And what he would do is he'd just go. He'd put a sign on his door and like, hey. I'm going up to Sulphur Mountain, and then he'd go up there. But they used to kill all these animals to put them in this museum.
Yeah, he would go and find them, kill them, and bring them back, and like taxidermy them all.
Wait, you hear that? It's so peaceful. So peaceful here.
Anyways, it's Banff Park Museum. That's the name of it.
Yeah, and if you have the park pass, which is
the annual park pass.
If you get the annual park pass for $136, you can get into any national park in Canada,
plus all these
like little
sites.
Museums and stuff like that. So I think it's worth it if you go.
Definitely.
If you like, I think just admission to the park. Okay, let's just say admission to the park is what, $20 for a carload.
Yeah.
And then we're here for 10 days, and we're gonna go to the park every day. So it's paid for itself.
Plus, we went to all the free
$200.
things.
Yeah, we went to a bunch of free things.
With that pass, you can go.
So, I mean, it already paid for itself already.
And we can use it for a whole year. So if we want to take a trip from Ohio to any other park in Canada.
Yeah.
Maybe Niagara, the other side of Niagara or something.
And then I don't think
we ate lunch somewhere, didn't we? Oh, we went to the farmer's market. We walked through the farmer's market in Banff, and we bought peaches, a white peach, a regular peach.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Tomatoes, potato salad, or pasta salad. We listened to free music.
Yeah.
In a little pavilion.
I forgot all about that. And I got sunburned a little bit, which is kind of weird. I got sunburned in the mountains. Oh, and another thing that we've found out too is in Canmore. Canmore's right on the edge of the park, of Banff National Park. It's
on the outside.
It's outside of it, but it's right on the edge. Well, I never even noticed this, but when you go back up to Canmore, you're going uphill. And I never even thought about it. And when you go down into Banff, you kind of go down into like a little, I don't know, a basin.
Village?
I don't know. Like a canyon almost. Well, this entire time, we've been at 10,000 feet in Canmore. And I'm like, every day I'm waking up, I'm like, damn, my head hurts, man. And then I was like, because I didn't think, because when you think of like, when you're in the park, you're going to be at the highest elevation. Well, no. It's like it starts out, you're like way high, and then you go down in this valley because the glaciers like cut out all this area, and that's why you got such the jagged peaks and stuff. But the highest mountain in Banff is like 11,800 feet. But this whole meters and kilometers thing, you gotta, if you're gonna visit here, I would suggest kind of learning the conversions.
Or just get a quick reference that you can just look at in your purse, and just so you get a rough idea.
I mean, we've been pulling up our phones, but man, cell phone service, like if you don't have an international plan, like we didn't. We just knew that we were going to be able to text and get some data.
But we really didn't care.
But we didn't care because we were like, oh, we're going to be, but it really does.
Annoying.
It does suck because you're like, oh, because you're trying to convert things.
And you're trying to get somewhere, and you're trying to search what's the best place to go to lunch, or what's the best hike.
And then you're like, crap, man.
So you kind of have to plan out your day when you have Wi-Fi wherever you're staying. If you have Wi-Fi, you got to plan out your day, know where you're going to be going.
Yeah, for sure. But it is really annoying because you're like, oh, what was that place? What was that one place again? And then you could Google it, but here it's like, it takes forever, and then your phone's like, you know what? We're not doing this.
Yeah, it takes times out.
So, so today, fast forward to today, we're doing 2 days into one video here. So that was yesterday. Today, we woke up.
Well, wait, after the farmer's market, we went back home.
Yeah, we went back home.
And we ordered a pizza.
We ordered a pizza. What was it called? Panago? Panago.
Because I kept banging it. I was like, Panago.
She was hitting the pizza box because she wanted another pizza.
Because you ordered thin crust pizza.
I did. It was really cracker thin crust.
I don't know why you do that.
I like it because it's not as filling.
Yeah, but I was the one that wanted the pizza.
I know. You always want the pizza. I always am like, no. But I was like, all right, cool. So I got cracker crust. But after we ate the whole thing, because it wasn't really filling, she was hitting the box. She was like, Panda, go. Panda, go. You know what? We didn't get one. You know what we ate? Vegetables. I made some soup and vegetables.
You made vegetable soup, which I was fine with. I like soup.
It was good.
And we watched the new Dave Chappelle comedy.
Yeah, Sticks and Stones. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's raunchy.
Crazy.
It's raunchy.
Not really.
You just got to know that you got to know that going in. So that's what we did. We finished out the night. So then we got up this morning. We went and got coffee, made breakfast. I shot a time lapse. It was really cool. The clouds were hanging out over the mountains, just kind of chilling there and moving. I'm hoping it's gonna look good. I haven't converted the footage yet, but
we had to check out by 11.
Yep, had to check out by 11.
And we checked out right at 11, boy.
Yeah.
We were like, we're gonna start this day a little late. We got a good night's sleep. Plus, we just needed like a little extra reboot time.
Yeah, and then we we left out of there, and then we saw that there was a farmer's market going on. Well, why did we have to? We went somewhere else.
You went to go get your haircut.
Oh, yeah. We went. I needed to get my haircut.
Anyways, we were driving.
But that farmer's market that was in Banff yesterday just kind of just went boop and went to the other city. And I think they just do that every day.
Banff
like they just Banff to Canmore. Banff, Canmore. I mean, I think that's what they do. There's so many people, and they just keep buying stuff. Sorry. Okay. Then
we packed up, checked out. We started driving, and then we noticed there was a crack in the windshield.
Yes.
And so we went to the glass repairman. What was that called? Speedy Glass?
Speedy Glass.
And two of the guys came out, and they both confirmed and said that it had already been fixed at some point. They saw.
Well, my friend Sarah, what's up, Sarah? She used to work for Enterprise, and she was like, I texted her, and I was like, hey, I got this crack in the glass. I was like, we didn't do that, and we didn't see it when we
didn't see it happen.
And she was like, just take it in, just take it in. I hope they don't see it. And I was like, yeah. I mean, I could do that. I mean, we didn't do it. I mean, we didn't. I didn't hear a rock or anything. I didn't, And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the Speedy Glass. If you get a nick in your windshield, it only costs $25 to get it repaired. They just shoot this resin in it, let it dry, and then you can't even tell that it's glass. It's just like glass. It just fills in the glass again.
So anyways, he said it had been resined at some point. He could tell. So anyways, we got a note from those people. We went to the Enterprise across the street from them. That guy said that.
He said, yeah, when you take it back in, when you're done with your vacation, just go in there and give them that note, and it'll be fine.
So anyways, we didn't do that. We still called and talked to the manager and all that. So.
Yep, and he was like, yeah, man, it'll be fine. So that was a big relief, because I was reading stuff online where they would charge people $500 to replace the entire windshield, and I was like, come on.
And the gas gauge on our car is not working either, so we also told them that.
Yeah, so then we went to every rooftop.
No, whoa, you are skipping a whole part. We hiked Tunnel Mountain.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
We summited Tunnel Mountain.
Yeah, which Tunnel Mountain is, from the base to the top.
It's just all switchbacks, dude.
It's 5,500 feet. And it overlooks Banff, like the city, town. And it's actually really pretty up there. Mm-hmm. That's going to be in the footage too. You're going to see that. I took plenty of footage up there.
That's a good bang for your buck.
Yeah, it's like it's a pretty easy trail. You don't have to worry about any bears or anything. It just goes woo woo back and forth all the way up a mountain, and it gets steep. I mean, if you're going to come out here, and if you're going to do these trails, you're going to have to be in shape.
You're going to have to walk.
You're going to have to be able to walk for
and
miles.
Breathe.
For miles. I mean, you can't just say, oh, I can walk for a little bit and then sit down.
I mean, there are things that are sightseeing type things, but pretty much everything requires at least a minimum of 1.5 miles or a mile.
Yeah, and then you got to think, okay, I can walk 1.5 miles. Well, you got to come back.
Yep. And
so
sometimes there's
3 miles. And then you're gonna have to incline. So if you're gonna go out,
and that's the easiest.
If you're gonna come out here, you're gonna need to be able to, I'd say once a week, walk 5 miles, and try to find some hills. Like walk 2.5 miles and then walk back, and then we run trails a lot at this place by our house, and she runs them more than I do. But
just find something.
Yeah, you have to get used to moving.
Right. And the parking situations everywhere, you're gonna have to walk just to go to dinner and just to go to a museum or.
I'd like to know how much we've walked.
Yeah, that'd be good to know. Well, you just weighed yourself. You lost weight.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I lost like 2 pounds, but whatever.
I gained 2 pounds.
Yeah, she gained muscle, right? Muscle.
Pizza.
Pizza muscle. So Yeah, then we went to, she looked up rooftop. We want to go get a drink at a rooftop. And then we ended up going to every rooftop bar they had, which was 3.
The Triple Crown.
It was 3. Well, we went and ate lunch first at one of them. And then the other 2 were like, let's get a drink. Let's get a beer. Or it was a drink. We just got drinks. And then...
Then you got your hair cut.
Then I got my hair cut. Then we walked around Banff. There's a ton of people there today. It's a beautiful day. The past 2 days have been beautiful. They were just gorgeous. But I got my hair cut, which was awesome.
Got ice cream. Got a beaver tail.
So beaver tails, I don't know if you've ever heard of these. I guess it's something here in Canada. I may be wrong.
Little slivers of businesses, like.
Yeah, I may be wrong. I'm not a fan of them. Like, we went and we got some gelato from that place, but we didn't get a beaver tail like a couple days ago, and the gelato sucked. It was terrible.
It was like icy. It wasn't creamy.
Yeah,
It was just icy.
It's gross.
That's fine.
So then we're like, we've been seeing this beaver tail, and I'm like, we didn't want to pull the trigger because we don't really eat sugar stuff like that, so we kind of space it out. But we wanted to try it because it was from Canada.
And we're getting ready to leave there.
Yeah, we're getting ready to leave. And she got one. It was like a cheesecake thing, like a cheesecake one. I thought it was absolutely disgusting.
It's like a funnel cake that looks like a beaver tail. It's like a
yeah. So it's dough,
like a pizza thing.
It's like a dough. It's like this big. They throw it in a fryer, fries up. Then they take this.
They slather stuff.
Oh, then after they get it out, this she like grabs it with a napkin because there's so much grease on it. Then she takes butter and goes. Did you see that?
Butter?
Yeah, she put butter all over it, and I was like, ew, I am not eating that. And then she puts this like cheesecake stuff all over it. And then she puts a crumpled up candy bar on it. And then caramel. And I'm like, see ya. I went and got ice cream.
So I won't be doing that again.
Ugh. And she didn't eat all of it. She saved some for me because I went and got ice cream because I was like, I'm out of here. Like I was thoroughly disgusted. So I was like, because I told her, I was like, I'm out of here. And so I went down and I got some ice cream, and I'm eating my ice cream and stuff. She's like, hey, I saved you some. And I'm like, all right, I'll take a bite. I was like, no.
No.
That's gross. It's just too much.
So anyways, we drove an hour and 15 minutes from Canmore to
Calgary. So now we're in Calgary, downtown Calgary.
This is Calgary.
Yeah.
We got here, what?
Oh, there must be
a few hours ago.
That's where all those sirens are. That's what the sirens are for.
There's a heart on that building. Did
a heart?
You see that?
No.
Look on the roof. It's a blue heart. Look down.
Oh, that's a pool, isn't it?
No, Chad.
I don't know. So yeah, this pretty big city. It's fun. I already we'll walk around tomorrow. But
It's Pride weekend here.
Yeah.
So lots of people in town.
One thing kind of made me mad when we pulled up here is the guy's like, he's like, you can park right down here. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, underneath the Hyatt where we're at. And he goes, it's $30 a day. And I'm like, what? I mean, we're already paying you to stay here. And then now we gotta pay $30. Like that was never brought up when booking this, and I got mad about it. But I didn't treat him like crap, but I did let him know that I was not happy about it. But anyways, we got here, got all of our stuff unloaded, and we were hungry. And Tiffany found a gem. She always does. She always finds these places.
We had to walk less than a mile away, but
kilometer. It was 1.5 kilometers. So go do the math. I don't even know what 1.5 kilometers is. And I know on these videos we've been sitting there like, it's only about 300 meters away. Like we know what we're talking about. We have no idea. It's just because our GPS always like in 500 meters. I'm like, but I don't even know what that measurement is. So go ahead. Sorry.
Wow, tangent.
Sorry. I don't want people to think that we have mastered kilometers and meters and kilograms and.
I don't care.
Okay.
Anyways, you wanted to eat at like 9:30 and everything
hungry.
closed at 10.
Yeah, I was hungry.
So I looked up late night restaurants, and there's a Calgary gym.
It had like 1,200 reviews. 5 stars or 4.5 stars.
It's open till 4 a.m. It's called Singapore Sam's.
Singapore Sam's. Mm-mm.
And it was really good.
Holy crap, man! Like, okay,
It was really
if you're from the States, 4 o'clock in the morning food is Denny's
disgusting.
or
Waffle House.
TJ's, right?
No, this is Singapore Yummers.
Dude, it's Asian food. Well, it's Chinese
kinds.
food. It's straight up like Cantonese, straight up like Chinese food. It's not like a mix of like, it's Chinese food, and it is good. Like we still have a bunch of it over there. We should probably put that in the refrigerator. No, you're gonna eat some, ain't you? First thing on the menu, it says no MSG, but Singapore Sam's, sweet. And
it looked real creepy though. I almost wanted to turn around, cause first we couldn't get in, and then we were like, nobody's in there. But then I looked on the reviews, and it said the busy time is like 10:30 to 4 a.m. So like we had just shown up when it was supposed to start popping, and sure enough, 40 people are barreling through the doors trying to get in.
Yep. It started getting really busy.
And they had to call waiters in and everything. They were running in like, "Oh, I'm your waiter now."
Yeah, and
like,
people were drunk, and it was kind of annoying. And she's like, "We're more reserved than I thought we were," and I'm like, "No, we're just not idiots. We just don't go to places." And this girl's like, "Last time I was here, I stood on the table." I'm like, "Why would you do that?"
I know. And there was this girl behind me that was cackling so ear piercing.
Anyways.
Like,
all right.
Anyways.
So they were drunk. Just know that if you go during those times, it's probably going to be drunk people.
But listen to how old school we are. We forgot about Grubhub, DoorDash, delivery. We didn't call. We literally walked a mile to Singapore Sam's, ate there, and then came back.
It was actually, it was good because we were in the car for a long time today. So
we did 2 hikes. One to Singapore, one to Tunnel Mountain.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that covers the 2 days. So sorry for not.
Yeah, we'll start fresh tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Peace out.